The Business Seller's Toolkit is designed to provide the resources needed in order to help you sell your business for maximum profit. You will find how-to guides, templates, forms, agreements, and online tools to help you plan for the sale of your business, determine the right price for your business, attract the best buyers for your business, conduct a silent auction to create a competitive bidding environment, negotiate the best deal for yourself and your employees, and close the deal in a timely fashion with an airtight agreement, as well as manage post-transaction requirements. The how-to guides include how to determine if your business is sellable. The primary reason businesses are not sellable is that business owners fail to plan for the sale, have unrealistic valuations, have lack of customer concentration, and poor accounting are common obstacles to selling. How to sell your business without a broker. You might as well go without a broker and save frustration, time, and money. Selling a business without a broker is a great option, and it's not as hard as you might think. How to sell a business fast. Selling a small business fast requires the owner to take certain steps in finding the right buyer and making preparations within the organization to prepare for the sale. How to prepare for the sale. Business valuation methods give you a solid platform for price negotiations, profit multiplier, discounted cash flow comparables, and asset valuations are all included. How to transfer your business to a family member. Transferring your business to a family member, to your son or daughter, requires planning and tax considerations. You must figure out what your retirement needs are and the benefits of either selling the business to a family member or giving it to them as a gift. How to sell a sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is a business without a separate legal entity. Find out how to sell such a business and what you must know prior to transfer of the ownership. Due diligence and tax implications are addressed. How to sell your business to employees. Learn how to sell a business to employees or to management by implementing ESOP, Employee Stock Ownership Plan, or MBO, Management Buyout. How to sell using an auction. A silent auction can be the best way to maximize the value of your company when you sell. Experienced investment bankers know how to tap into the potential of an auction-style sell to boost a company's price and secure better terms. They know how to get prospective buyers tuned up, turned on, and excited about the opportunity to acquire the business. Then the acquirer is motivated by the opportunity for gain and approaches the auction with a "what's in it for me" attitude. You will learn from their strategies. How to sell your business to a competitor. Selling your business to a competitor can mean saving time and money from trying to find a third-party buyer. Competitors are already familiar with the industry of your business and they know how to manage it properly. Owners just need to be wary of the risk involved by learning how to protect themselves throughout the sale. How to sell a franchise business. Selling a franchise business can be easy for finding buyers, but tricky when it comes to the terms and conditions set forth by the franchisor. Franchisees must learn the rules, restrictions, and obligations of reselling the franchise to a new buyer. How to communicate your decision to sell your business. This guides you through the process of communicating your decision to sell your business externally and internally. How to prepare a business selling memorandum. Discover how to prepare a sales memorandum when selling your business. It finalizes your sale position, the key selling points, and drives the promotional messages used in your advertising. How to sell a business with debt. Learn about debt considerations when selling a business. What happens to debt, stock sale versus asset sales, and how business value is affected by debt, and more. How to calculate post-money valuation of a private limited company. Post-money valuation enterprise value is determined by calculating a number of factors. This goes beyond looking at debt, current market value, and cash on hand. How to sell your business during divorce. A married business person needs to protect their business interests early on in case they get divorced from their spouse. Discover how to make your business assets divorce proof. How to list your business online. The best sites to consider for online listings and how to compare them. This is an overview of the top business for sale marketplace websites to help you attract multiple buyers. How to sell a non-profitable business. How to sell a business that is losing money. You'll learn about your options for sale in general, plus selling a business by auction. How to advertise your business for sale. Learn to plan, prepare, and market your business for sale by selecting the most efficient and cost-effective ways and websites for online advertising in order to attract multiple buyers. How to qualify prospective buyers. This guide addresses the question about qualification of serious buyers and prospects, and the subsequent refinement of these down to a short list. How to determine the attractiveness of your business for a buyer. When selling your business, get started by thinking yourself into the mind of a potential buyer. What will be at the top of their list of considerations? Discover how to prepare your business for a successful sale and thinking this way. How to respond to and communicate with prospective buyers. Discover how to filter prospects from suspects during business sale process. What is effective communication, which information to provide, and when. How to assess potential buyers in advance. During the business sale process, you are receiving inquiries from potential buyers. However, as so much else in life, it's the detail that counts. How to make your business listing stand out. These days, buyers first look online to identify potential businesses to purchase. It's critical to devote some attention to your listing, content, and landing page. How to sell your business with seller financing. Learn how seller financing works, the pros, the cons, and risks addressed with owner-funded business for sale transactions. How to sell your business using installment sales. Learn how to sell your business tax efficiently via installment sales, a common method of selling financing. Special aspects with sole proprietorship, LLCs, and corporations are addressed in detail. How to structure and finance the deal. There are many options to be considered when structuring a deal in order to close the sale of your business. The trick is coming up with a deal that benefits both parties and provides incentives for the seller and buyer to sign. You'll also receive other top guides on selling a business as well as additional information. Included in this is the complete guide on how to sell a small business. This is a complete guide to selling your small business. The topics discussed are hiring a broker versus selling it yourself, business valuation, legal questions, tax implications, steps of the sale, confidentiality. The small business owners shouldn't consult a broker until they've had an opportunity to review this guide to determine if they want to hire a broker or if they want to sell the business themselves. Business valuation methods. This is a step-by-step valuation guide to help you determine the right price for your business. Tax considerations when selling a business. This is a complete guide to selling business assets versus stock sale. A comprehensive guide to selling the shares of the business. Learn how it works with different types of businesses, tax implications, as well as seller interest versus buyer interest. All these are discussed in detail. Learn what information is required for due diligence. Due diligence is important for both buyer and seller in a business sale transaction. Discover what due diligence is and what is required from the seller in order to prepare it. 10 top tips when negotiating your business. This may be the first time to sell your business. You want to be sure that you are covering all your bases before, during, and after the negotiations with the buyer. 12 ways to exit your business. Exit strategy is something every business owner looks for at some stage of their life. Even if you are a small business owner, you need to figure out the right way to leave your company and hand over the keys. Letter of intent to buy a business. The letter of intent defines what a business sale deal may look like and provides parties, both the buyer and the seller, some time to perform due diligence and finalize the buy-sell agreement, also known as proposal to buy a business or offer to purchase a business. Asset sale versus stock sale. Businesses are sold through assets or stock shares of sale. The difference stems from factors such as what type the company is and tax considerations. To decide, you need to understand the pros and cons of selling assets versus sale of business entity. 10 tips for selling a business with a lease. As a seller, you may want to draft your business lease agreement appropriately so that your buyer takes over all responsibility of the lease and that you do not. Tips for selling a business with a lease is covered. The 6 legal steps to closing the sale of your business. The sale of a business involves taking certain legal steps to ensure that the completing of the transaction is done properly and with minimum risk for the seller. Capital gains, tax considerations when selling a business. When you sell your business, chances are that you will have to pay a capital gains tax. It's a tax on the company's capital assets that you sell and make money on. Enterprise value. This is a measure of a company's total business value. Enterprise value is the theoretical price for a business if it were to be bought. Models and formulas on valuing a business. What methods or formulas can be used to value a business? Read this article on the most common valuation models such as asset-based, comparative, option pricing, and the DSF equation. Seller's discretionary earnings as basis for business valuation. Valuation of privately owned companies' earnings income $1 million or less is often based on seller's discretionary earnings. The length of time it takes to sell a business. Discover the length of time it takes to sell a business in general. All information is backed by statistics and verified information. Then learn how to speed up the sales process by implementing a series of strategies which can motivate the buyer to close the deal faster. 10 reasons owners decide to sell. Discover the common reasons why small business owners are selling their companies. As it turns out, their choices are made up of 10 different scenarios that a business owner might find themselves in. In addition to the how-to guides and the additional information, you will also receive forms, agreements, and online tools to help you sell a business for maximum profit. These include non-disclosure agreement. When selling a business, it is imperative that confidentiality is maintained. A non-disclosure agreement is a legal contract between at least 2 parties that outlines confidential material, knowledge, or information that the parties wish to share with one another for certain purposes, but wish to restrict access to or by third parties. Communications plan template. When selling a business, a clear communication plan is essential to avoid information to leak out in an uncontrolled and damaging fashion. Use of this template to prepare a professional plan of communication for your business sale is important. Advisory and consulting agreement. An advisory and consulting contract outlines the scope of the work, payment schedules, and deadlines when hiring an independent consultant or advisor. This sample template includes a confidentiality clause, indemnification clause, insurance separations, as well as other key provisions designed to get the job done and protect you and your business. Business valuation template. This is an open source Microsoft Excel worksheet utilizing the discounted cash flow, a widely accepted method among business appraisers to calculate the value of a profitable company. Use this spreadsheet template to get a clue about how to price your business appropriately. Sales Memorandum Template. When selling your business, the sales memorandum is a document that owners tend to prepare to introduce the values of their company to potential buyers. It is also known as the Memorandum of Sale. Complete Due Diligence Checklist. This worksheet provides a comprehensive list of terms and conditions that the parties want to consider in the buy-sell agreement and the types of documentation the seller or buyer should prepare. Due Diligence Checklist for selling a sole proprietorship. This due diligence checklist serves as two purposes: to provide a comprehensive list of possible terms and conditions of the deal, and to show the types of documentation the seller should begin preparing for the review. Due diligence checklist for selling a small business. This is a general purpose checklist of terms and conditions that need to be addressed in the course of a due diligence. For example, the process of checking on everything before selling or buying a business. Business for Sale Presentation Template. This is a sample PowerPoint presentation to help you present your business for sale. It has just 7 slides for expressing the key values of the company. The non-competition agreement. The purpose of a business-to-business non-compete, non-solicitation contract is to restrict the seller from entering into a business which will compete with the buyer after the sale for some period of time, thus protecting the buyer's post-closing interest. Letter of Intent Template to buy a sole proprietorship. If your intention is to buy a sole proprietorship business, then use this template to write your letter of intent to the seller. This is also known as an offer to purchase a business or proposal to buy a business. Letter of Intent Template to buy a limited liability company. When you're negotiating the sale of an LLC, use a letter of intent or proposal. The purpose of this document is to facilitate the start of a deal so that the buyer and seller understand the key business and contractual terms involved. Letter of Intent Template to purchase a business. A letter of intent is a formal document that is provided by the buyer after an initial period of due diligence has been completed. This forms the basis for a legally binding business sale agreement. Use this template to draft your own letter of intent to purchase a business. Term sheet template for sale of business. A term sheet establishes general terms for a buy-sell agreement on a business sale. This is also known as letter of intent, proposal to buy a business or purchase offer. A template to draft your own term sheet is provided. Venture capital term sheet template. This is a sample term sheet to outline the conditions by which an investor, angel, or venture capital firm will make an investment in a business, typically to buy shares or stock. Business sale agreement template for sole proprietorship. When it's time to sell your sole proprietorship or partnership, a business sale agreement sets down the terms of the sale, including the purchase price and the closing details. Use this template to draft your own contract. Business sale agreement to selling a limited company. When it's time to sell your limited liability company, a business sale agreement sets down the terms of the deal, such as purchase price, payment terms, and the closing details of the transaction. Stock sale agreement template. A business stock sale agreement defines the terms of a business sale where the transaction involves the shares stock of the company. This includes the purchase price and the closing details of the transaction. Sale of business assets agreement. What if you want to sell your company's assets but not the whole business as a legal entity? This is a contract template for the sale of assets, both intangible and tangible of a company. Included is a non-compete clause. Seller financing agreement template. In some cases, the buyer of a business may not have all the capital required to pay the full purchase price. One option to solve this problem is called seller financing or owner financing. This is a loan the seller makes to the buyer to facilitate the sale. Promissory note template. Selling a business with seller financing, the promissory note is the instrument that lays out the exact terms of a loan, including security, repayment, interest rate, and penalties. Bill of sale template. When closing a business sale, a bill of sale is the document that explicitly transfers ownership of the business assets or shares of stock and documents as well as confirms the sale transaction. When it's all said and done, it doesn't matter how much you sell your business for. What really matters is how much you put into your pocket after you have sold it. Retainers, success fees, sales commissions, attorney fees, capital gains taxes. These all remove hard-earned equity you have built into your business. Why give money away or sell your business for less than full market value when you know this will be the only opportunity to sell it? You cannot correct mistakes after the sale. Once your business is sold, you cannot go back to anyone and ask for your money back or ask the buyer for more money. Avoid making the mistakes other business sellers make. Avoid selling your business for less than full market value. And most of all, avoid paying retainer fees, sales commissions, extravagant attorney fees, and outrageous capital gains taxes. Sell your business the right way in order to keep more of the proceeds from the sale of your business and ensure you have met your financial goal for selling your business. Discover what business owners are using to protect their equity. Get your business seller toolkit now and begin preparing to receive the biggest check in your business history.